Hey guys, welcome back to the box office breakdown for the weekend of June 24th through the 26th. And oh man, do we have ourselves a neck and neck finish for number one this weekend between Top Gun Maverick and Elvis. But according to Box Office Mojo, Top Gun Maverick only by like $176. That's it. Edges out Elvis for the number one spot. These are the estimates. Do they hold? Well, if they do, Top Gun Maverick is number one again. Let's see. Did somebody predict about a week ago that Top Gun Maverick could be number one again? With Jurassic World dropping like to 59%, Lightyear only starting at number two at 51, I feel like it's going to drop. And if Top Gun holds on, I think there's a good chance Top Gun could be number one again next week.
Top Gun could be number one again next week.
All right, we'll get into that and a whole lot more right after this. All right, gang, now before we jump into this weekend's box office, and it's a real nail biter, it's a really good one. If you're new to my channel, please do me a favor, get on down there and hit like and subscribe and smash the notification bell. We do all kinds of fun stuff here. We do like Blu-ray hunts, trivia contests, morning shows, out and about tours here in the LA area, all kinds of fun stuff, man. If that's your jam, please consider liking and subscribing. All right, now let's get into it, man. The number one spot, literally, they were duking it out. Elvis, Maverick, Elvis. And according to the estimates, Top Gun Maverick does hold the number one spot by not even a couple of $100. It's at 30 million. Basically, the number is this: $30,500,176. That's just how much it beat out Elvis. Is just those $176. And these are estimates, so they are, prone to change maybe by tomorrow or Wednesday. But as of right now, that's what happened. And also, not only is it phenomenal for Top Gun in its fifth week to reclaim the number one spot, something I personally can't remember anything doing since Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle with The Rock. It did very well, and it was number one. Then it knocked off for a couple of weeks when some new stuff came out. And then, like, when there wasn't anything good coming out, Welcome to the Jungle popped back up in the number one spot. So it's a really rare thing to happen when somebody leaves the number one to get back up there. But Top Gun Maverick did it because, it's a damn good movie, y'all. And it also accomplished the 1 billion club, bringing in over $1 billion. I had a feeling it was going to get there, but it was only at like 886, I think, last week. And I didn't think it could do it over one weekend. It felt like it was to get 100 and like, what was it, 122 million in that one weekend with some new stuff coming out. I thought it might take maybe 2 or 3. Oh, come on now, Huck. It only took him one weekend. That's all Top Gun Maverick needed. It was one weekend to hit that billion. So kudos to Tom Cruise. That is a milestone for his career. Best money-making film of his career. Certainly one of the best reviewed films of his career. And now he's part of the $1 billion club. And he did it all without superheroes, Star Wars, or anything like that. Just his own merit and an old movie he did 36 years ago. Man. I mean, it's amazing. So good job, Tom Cruise and company. Now, also equally good credit has to go to Elvis, directed by the amazing Baz Luhrmann, and it stars Austin Butler and Tom Hanks. That pulled in that $30.5 million as well. It's just lacking a couple $100 to beat out Top Gun Maverick for now. That puts it nicely for a biopic. That's a pretty strong opening. 30 million. I mean, you got Tom Hanks in there, so you got that little pedigree in there. And then I'm hearing Austin Butler does an amazing job as Elvis. So number two. Now, moving on to number three, no surprise, is Jurassic Park Dominion. Did still real nice. Made another $26.4 million at the box office for number three. Number four, we get our second new film into the top 10, which is really great. Usually, like lately, when any more than one new film comes in, There's one in the top 5 and one in the bottom 5, but these two are strong in the top 5, and that is The Black Phone, the horror movie with Ethan Hawke. I'm hearing really good stuff about that. That pulled in $23.3 million at the box office, so man, I cannot wait to check that out. It sounds like a really good flick. And dropping fast, man, is at number 5 is Disney Pixar's Lightyear. That's just not clicking with audiences in the theater, at least. It made $17.6 million in the number 5 spot. I just have a feeling like that audience is so nestled comfortably in Disney Plus that they're just kind of hanging loose and waiting for it to hit. It's going to just erupt on Disney Plus, trust me. When it comes out for probably at least a month, it'll be number 1. Sitting pretty on Disney Plus, right? So that is your top 5. Now let's talk about the bottom 5. Leading the pack there is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, made another $1.7 million. Coming in at number 7 is the third new release of the top 10, and this is my favorite title of the top 10 this week. It's called Jug Jug Geo. It looks like this great Bollywood type movie about 2 different generations who deal with marriage, and that kind of good stuff. So it looks kind of cute. Like the cast looks like they're having a fun time on the poster here. It pulled in $725,000. At number 8, the massive hit Everything Everywhere All at Once for A24 pulled in another $533,000. And at number 9 is the Bob's Burgers, pulled in $513,000 at the box office. And rounding it out at number 10 is another animated movie that's done quite well for itself, is The Bad Guys from Universal Pictures, made another $439,000. All right, so that is going to do it for the top 10. Man, what did you guys think? You think it's you think when it's all said and done, is Top Gun Maverick going to hold that number 1 spot for this weekend? Or do you think something will suddenly come in that'll push Elvis just over the top? I don't know. I'm feeling like Maverick just wanted to show off just a little bit this weekend to say, look who still has legs amongst all these juggernauts, And speaking of juggernauts, we do have coming out this weekend The Minions: The Rise of Gru, which has a huge following, and I do feel will easily take the number 1 spot due to its family appeal. So yeah, but anyway, that is going to do it for now. Here is your top 10 one more time, the box office for the weekend of June 24th through the 26th. Now let's head over to your favorite streaming services and check out all your number 1s. All right, starting over here on your streaming services with Netflix, their number 1 movie for the weekend was The Man from Toronto with Kevin Hart and Woody Harrelson. Looks like a good flick there. And over on HBO, second week in a row, we have The Father of the Bride, the newest iteration, if you will, of that film with Andy Garcia and Gloria Estefan. That was number 1 over there. On Disney Plus, yeah, I mean, while Obi-Wan is crushing it on the TV side, on the movie side, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness finally drops over there, taking over that number 1 spot. So I think that's going to sit there for at least a few weeks because it's a strong, beloved Marvel movie. All right, now let's bounce on over to Amazon Prime. On Amazon Prime, again, talking about the TV side of things, while The Boys is crushing it. I love that show, The Boys. If you guys haven't seen The Boys, go check that out. That was the number 1 TV show. But in the film category, Marry Me with Owen Wilson and Jennifer Lopez. Number 1 over there. Paramount Plus, we have, I love this style. It's like Jerry and Marge Go Large. Every time I think of that, I just think of Large Marge from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Get it, Hook. All right. Anyway, so that was number 1 over on Paramount Plus. Over on Hulu is the Matt Damon film Stillwater. A lot of people digging that flick. And speaking of Marvel, over on Amazon, the paid portion of Amazon, we got Morbius doing well there. And our boy Nick Cage on iTunes, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent was number 1 on iTunes. And then over on Google Play and Vudu is also Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Guys, that is all your number 1s on your favorite streaming services. That's going to do it for this weekend. For June 24th through the 26th. If you enjoyed this, please let me know and give me a comment down below. Let me know if you're kind of stunned by Top Gun Maverick or if you're actually pleasantly surprised, or, give me some feedback if you've seen any of these films on your streaming services or in the theater. I'd really appreciate it. In the meantime, do me a favor and hit like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified the next time I do my next box office breakdown. All right, guys, so whether you're a big old moviegoer, stay-at-home streamer, or just love to collect that physical media, get out there and watch some movies.